Yes, my name is Desmond, and I welcome you to my lesson for today, where we are going to be looking at your mathematics, ladies and gentlemen. As always, please do allow me to say it is very much important that I say it is very, very much important because honorable members, what I'm about to say it's massively, 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 ladies and gentlemen, massively important, ladies and gentlemen, that I say a day without learning something new, it's a day wasted. By so saying, lakankulunkulu lebandla, please, guys, please do make sure that by the end of each and every lesson that I conduct, you learn something new. Very, very much important, honorable members, on that one. So, guys, obviously, I have indicated that mathematics, it's exactly what we are going to be looking at in today's lesson. I'm just wondering regarding which function to take you through between these two, but otherwise it's fine. I will very quickly draw this one. Okay, I see you guys. Ana Mapula Letswalo present. Ogozo Shablala. Evan Song Brosis in Tokozo Shablala. Okay. Avuile Mlunguza. Sa present. Alemezir is V, also present. Okay, then it's fine, honorable members. Let me very quickly draw these. I was actually undecisive and not knowing exactly which function we can actually look at in today's lesson. But yes, I think this will do. Where we've got point A over there having the coordinates of -2 and also 4. And then that point there, it's called point D. This is the function of G. And then this one is the one for F. And then we've got B there. We've got C there, O obviously for the origin. The diagram below shows the graph of f of f. It is the one for negative x squared minus x plus that. And then for g of x, it is just mx plus c, mx plus c. Okay, then it's fine. So what I'm going to do, honorable members, it is to obviously take you through some exam type of questions where I will give them to you, and then you respond to those questions. One thing for sure, honorable members, today's lesson, it might not be a lengthy one because there is some admin work that needs to be done soon after this lesson. So depending on your engagement, then it will determine how long the lesson will be. So now let's see. Question number 6.1, it says determine the x-intercepts. Yes, so that means what they want you to determine, it is the x-intercepts. So let's say 6.1 x-intercepts. So for those of you who might not be aware of what is meant by the x-intercepts, another way of saying x-intercepts, we can actually say x-card of f. So because now they are talking about f being f of x, so that means they want you to use that equation or that function in order to find the x cards. So the x cards, it means you need to tell what is the x value there, what is the x value there. But already there is something that you know at that point and also at that point. So can you guys work out the x-intercepts? Let me know what the answer is, and then from there I'll then work it out also on my side to verify the answer. Vino Gubai is present. Amatleba style. Amatleba style is present. Augustine. That is Augustino. Is also present. Okay. So let me check something here on my side. Okay. Okay. Remember, guys, that graph is not drawn to scale. So even though it may look like those are equal or the other is whatever, just be aware that it is not drawn to scale. Yeah. So just be waiting for your answers there. I see an answer coming through from Song Bros and also Ali Medi. Okay. I'm just going to be waiting for the last honorable member to comment with their answer. And then from there, I'm also going to work it out on my side. In case if you are there and you do not understand where to start or what to do in this case, just also make a comment so that I'm aware that there's someone who doesn't know where to start. In that way, I'm going to be able to confidently work it out, knowingly that there is something we did not understand or someone, yes, there's someone who did not understand or there was someone who did not know where to start. Okay, then it's fine. I'm going to work it out. So this is what happens, honorable members. You just need to remember that at that point B, something is 0 there. That is why. Even at C, something is 0 there, honorable members. That is why. So what you do not know, it is the X value. So you take this 0, you substitute it on the equation of f. So it's like the equation of f, when it's f of x, is the same as y, it's equals to that. So you take that 0, you put it where you see y so that you can calculate the x values. So remember, you might need to remove that negative over there. So how you can do it, you can say you change the signs of every term, or you can say you take this to the left side, also that to that side, also that to that side. This 0, you take it to this side. So obviously it becomes positive x squared plus x squared negative 6. 0, when you take it to the other side, whether you say positive 0 or negative 0, it makes no difference. Then what you need to do, it is to factorize. So that means you've got x there, and then let's say 3 and 2. Bigger number takes the sign of the middle term. For you to have a negative 6, that's if you have a negative 2 there. That's why you end up having your x plus 3 equals to 0, or your x minus 2 being equals to 0, and then your x is equals to negative 3. Then you've got your x, which is equals to negative 2. That is why you end up having your x being 2 there, and then your x on the other side being negative 3. So that's how you get the x-intercepts. So that's how you would work it out, honorable members. I would advise you to take a screenshot so that in case if you need to redo this, then you've got the memo. So now we're going to be moving on to the next question, which says, write down the equation of the axis of symmetry of F. So what they want is equation of axis of symmetry. Equation of axis of symmetry of F. I will give you guys an example. Remember that on a Cartesian plane, if for example we had a circle similar to that, if they want an axis of symmetry of that circle, what do I know about an axis of symmetry? I just know that it is that line that cuts the circle into 2 equal halves. So that means, for example, if I know there it is 1, there it is 2, there it is 3, there it is 4, then it means my equation of the axis of symmetry will be x, it is equals to 2. This is an equation. Anything that has an equal sign, it is an equation. So that means the examiner wants you to provide an equation. You must already know that whatever that you provide, it has to have an equal sign. So when you look at that function of f, where do you think the axis of symmetry will be? And again, how are you therefore going to represent it? So now I've given it to you to work it out. Otherwise, if it is difficult or you are unable to work it out, then comment in the comment section so that I'm aware that you are not able to work it out. Guys, are you able to work it out? Or do you need some guidance on that one? Do I need to work it out? Or are you able to work it out? I think some guidance will be needed. Okay, then it's fine. So I'm going to give you guys a tip on this one. If you have a Cartesian plane, let's say you have that. If here it is whatever the values, you must just know that the line of axis of symmetry will always cut the turning point. It will always cut the turning point such that this is exactly the same or equal to that side. So that means if here you are having 2 and then there you are having 4, so that means your axis of symmetry will be at x is equals to halfway between that and that. So in short, what I'm saying is you have two ways in which you can work out axis of symmetry. The first way, I think it is negative b over 2a. This is the formula that you can use. Otherwise, you can say x is equals to x1 that you plus it with another x-intercept, you divide it by 2. So what did you guys calculate as your x value on this side? You said it was negative 3. You must plus it with that on that other side and then you divide it by 2. What are you going to have? That and that, it gives you negative 1 over 2. So that means your x is equals to negative 1 over 2. That is your axis of symmetry. So that means your axis of symmetry, it is that line that passes through the x. What is it? In short, it's like your axis of symmetry is the x value of the turning point. Yes, the x value of your turning point, it is your axis of symmetry. It is like that's where, if you know what the x values are. But if you do not know what the x values are, you can use this formula. What is your b? You take it from the equation. Remember that the standard x squared plus bx plus c. So that means now you have negative. What is your b value there? It's negative 1 over 2. What is your a value there? It is your negative 1. So can you now see this negative will cancel with that negative? So you remain with that negative. You have that 1 over, you have that 2 there. Then you are getting the same answer. So that's why I'm saying you can use method A or method B. When do you use method A? That's if you know the x-intercepts. You just find the midpoint of the x-intercepts. That midpoint where x is equals to negative 1 over 2. That is your axis of symmetry. So did you guys understand? You can just comment by indicating which method do you think it's easier. But you need to know that if you don't know what your x-intercepts are, then you use this formula. In this case, you can use both options because you calculated the x-intercepts, you also have the equation. But if you do not have that, you are going to use that. But if you did not have that, you are going to use those two. Which method do you guys think is going to be easier to remember? Actually, I shouldn't be asking this question because you need to know both the methods. Did you guys understand? Yebo noma cha? Molete just joined. Molete is present. Lazy. Let's is present. I see that this thing is loading. Okay, Sunday Swan Matiwa. Alice asking what is A, what is B? Ali Dama Ali's. Remember, this is the standard equation of a quadratic. So this A, it is that one there being negative invisible 1. This B, it is that one there also being negative invisible 1. This C, it is that one there. It's like your quadratic equation or your quadratic formula. This is the formula that we say you must use, where your B, you just take it from there. Your A, you just take it from there. Then you just substitute and then you punch on your calculator. That's how you get it. I'm suspecting that you are overthinking it, Ali. But just check if it makes sense. Otherwise, if it doesn't, also let me know. Then I'll find a different way to explain it. But it is not that much complicated. Asandi Swama Tiwane. Asandi Swam. I've given you multiple choice on that one, but it seems like I shouldn't have given you a multiple choice because you must know both the methods, because it all depends on what information you have. If you have the formula, then you can use that. If you have the equation or the function, then you can use this method, because you maybe wouldn't know what the x-intercepts are. But if you know what the intercepts are, the x-intercepts, then you just find the midpoint. It's like you use the midpoint formula to calculate the x value. Yes, that's how you would easily work it out. Screenshots in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can remember, guys, this is a recording. This lesson is recording. So it therefore means can still catch up. The next question, they are saying what is the range? That is 6.3. They are saying what is the range of f? Range of f. Yes. The range of f, it is exactly what they want you to calculate or to determine. Yes, in this case, they want you to determine that. So, what is that? The range for the f. Yes, the range for the f. What is that? I'll also give it to you guys, but what I'm going to tell you is that you will never know what the range is until you know the turning points. You must firstly know the turning points. So when it comes to the turning points, the x value will help you to get axis of symmetry. The y value will help you to get the range. So you must know that every time when you determine the turning point, your x value, it is your axis of symmetry, and then your y value helps you to find the range. And if you have a said shape, you will always say y is less or equals to your y value of the turning point. But if it is a smiling shape, this is where you will say y, it is greater or equals to your y value of the turning point. Yes. So it's like I'm challenging you to find the turning point of that and tell us what the range is. I've given you enough hint on that one, honorable members, or members who are honorable. Honorable. Now all that you need to do is just to copy. Now all that you need to do, it is just to copy. So in short, it's like I'm saying the first thing that you need to do is to find the turning points. After finding the turning points, then you look at your function. Is it a sad shape or a smiling shape? If it is a sad shape, then it means you just say y is less or equals to y value of your turning point. If it was a smiling shape, you just say y is equal, y is greater or equals to y value of the turning point. That's it. Does it make sense, honorable members or members who are honorable? So these are the kind of strategies that we were talking about yesterday when we had our event, where we were saying you need to find a suitable strategy, something that can help you to remember. So if you do many of those things, you will get to a point where you are able to make a conclusion. And then from there, after you making a conclusion, then you will always know that if it comes this way, this is how I present my answer. If it comes this way, this is how I present my answer. So guys, what is the answer on this one? That is the answer for this one. Okay, it has to be an easy one. Maybe move that. It has to be an easy one, guys. If we already know what the x value is at that turning point, remember guys, if you know what the x value is at the turning point, you just take that value, you substitute it there and there. That's how you find the y value of x. So that means just say y is equals to negative, obviously negative a half squared minus negative a half and then plus 6. Then you punch all of this on your calculator. What does it give you? Let's see. Inside the bracket, no, not before the bracket, you have negative, and then inside bracket it is negative half. You must close, you square that, and then you say minus into negative a half, you close, and then you say plus 6. You get 6 and a quarter. 6 and a quarter, or otherwise 25 over 4. Yes, so that means the turning point there is 25 over 4. Then it therefore means you just say y. Because it is a set shape, you just say less or equals to 25 over 4. That's how easy it is. Yes, that's how easy it is. Then you are done. So there are those who want to write it in the complicated way. So you might find that for this one, you will therefore say y is the element of. Then you will have this curvish bracket on this side. And I think you are going to have negative infinity. And then on this side, you would have 25 over 4. But you do this one of a square. That's how you would write it in this format. Otherwise, if it was this one of a smiling shape, you would therefore have that like that. You write your answer there, and then you've got you're up to infinity there. But I wouldn't recommend this one because, yeah, to me it seems to be a bit more complicated. You might easily make it difficult, or you might easily get it wrong, because if you then, let's say for some reason you do this and then that, already is wrong because you've mixed those things. It's better to just cram it this easy way and then you are done. You just know if it is smiling, it will always be y greater or equals to y value of the turning point. If it's a set shape, it will always be y less or equals to y of the turning point. That's it. And you're done. So, Songbros, yes, it is possible as long as you can get it right without having to make some mistakes. So I've got 2 more questions, and then from there, so the next question now, what they want you to do, it is to write down the equation of G. Yes, write down the equation of G. That's what they want you to do. Write equation of G in the form y is equals to mx, that you plus it with a c. Write down the equation of G in the form. So it's like they want you to determine an equation of G. Yeah, that's what they want you to do there. Chinese to NCK. Doyana, Kelewo Serva, Sinyanako, Manabaga, Levelela, Tokufansa, why, no trouble, no Tokufansa, Odoyana, Kelewo Serva, Sinyanako, Manabaga, Levelela, Tokufansa, why. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just wondering, I see someone is laughing there. Do you know this song, Honorable Member? The Double Trouble. Lebelela untofaza utoyana kelewuze roba usinyanako manabaka lebelela untofaza utoyana kelewuze roba usinyanako manabaka lebelela untofaza eri why ninyeso ya terabulo the double trouble lebelela untofaza the double trouble. Janisto and CK. Manabaka. Levelela Tofaza. Ere why. Why the kids here trouble. The double trouble. Tofaza. Okay. There we've got an answer. I'll just wait for another one to work it out. And then from there, I will compare the answers and I'll also work it out from my side. So let's see. Anyone else who has worked it out? Togozeni. Trust me, honorable member, your answer is correct. It's just a matter of everyone getting to that same answer. Otherwise, if not, then it means a mistake is being made somewhere. If you guys remember, I did say that for you to calculate or determine an equation of a straight line, you need two things. Already, you have that point A, which is -2 and 4. Then, again, you have a point being point D, which is not easy. So now you can easily find the gradient being changed in y over change in x. And then after finding the gradient, then you can use 1 point to determine the equation. And it must end up being y is equals to x plus 6. This is what you must get in the end. I think I will also need to touch on this on our next Zoom lesson. It seems like it might not be an easy thing to either interpret or understand, especially that you are not engaging verbally. But Ali, yeah, I'm not sure because that's what we get when we punch on a calculator, honorable member. I'm going to discuss, Alice asking why turning point is quarter. Remember, we have these. There we have minus x and then we have plus 6. So we know that x is equals to -1/2. The x value of the turning point is -half. You know where we got the -half. So for us to get the corresponding y value, all that we do is just to substitute -half where we see x. If you punch all of that on a calculator, that's where you got 21/4, which is that and a quarter. I hope that's what. Not 21, but 25. I'm not sure where the 21 is coming from. But say, why is the turning point? Why the turning point is that? No, turning point is not 21/4. It's 25/4. So, yeah, unless if on your side you made a mistake and you're wondering why, yeah, no, now I'm confused. But you might need to try to work it out and do it correctly. You might notice your mistake. So, guys, I think we might need to leave it here. There's some admin work that I need to do on my side. Remember, guys, today, it is the last day of your April lessons. So just make sure that in case if you are still continuing with the May lessons, you check the message that was sent in the group. So guys, it is that time where I need to say my name starts with letter D, and guess what? Sengiyaphuma manje. Sengiyaphuma manje. Starting from next month, honorable members, we are going to be seriously busy because now we are preparing for your May June exams. Very, very much important that you do not miss all the upcoming lessons. But otherwise, dzena la muwano ndi muwano ndova